And good afternoon, hockey fans from Suburban Ice Arena in Farmington, Michigan. This is Game 4 of the Pigs and Bears tournament. Vengeance 2011 is taking on the Oakland Junior Grizzlies. We've got just under 2 minutes to go in warm-ups. I'll clean up the screen here. We've got Vengeance going through warm-ups in their white sweaters on my right. And then we'll take a peek at Oakland Junior Grizzlies warming up on my left with their black and gold trim sweaters going through warm-ups. So we'll get this back over to the Vengeance side, and then we'll take a look at our lineup roster for Vengeance. Here are your forwards in jersey numerical order. Injury note here is that Nick Lacido is out. He's on the IR with an upper body injury. And then we'll take a look at the Vengeance defensemen again in jersey numerical order. Brady Dixon out on the IR, but we expect him back any week now. And then your Vengeance goaltenders. Rylan Calabrese also on the IR with a lower body injury. And we haven't updated the graphics clearly because we have a couple of players out on the IR, as well as Roman Ober is the backup goalie called up for the weekend. So Max Leonard is your primary goalie here this weekend. All right, so here's the situation. We had a lot of connectivity problems in Game 3. After it was starting to get bad in Game 2, it was really bad in Game 3. So I'm running off of a cellular connection. Found a spot here in the rink where I get good service. And that limits me to one camera. So there's not going to be an instant replay in today's game. And this is pretty much the only camera angle we're going to have. But I expect to have a solid signal the whole time. So at least we'll get a good live feed that should be near real time for the action. Speaking of action, it's going to be underway here soon. Warm-ups are finishing up here. The puck bucket is out, so I'll be filling that up on both ends of the rink, and then action will be underway. So once again, thank you to all the live viewers for tuning in here. I'll get connected to the comment section here as well. We already got a couple of people here in the comment section. I'd like to see that. All right, there's my broadcast partner, Ryan Tusick, still giving me stats from home. So, love to see that. This is a rubber match game. These teams have each taken away a win from the first two meetings. So, this is a big one to say the least. Vengeance are guaranteed a spot in tomorrow's playoff. It's just a question of will they get a bye to the championship game with a win here, or will they have to play tomorrow morning to make it to the championship game? Vengeance really sitting at the top spot here in the tournament stat-wise, especially because one of the factors is goal differential. We got another extended member of the Tusick family already in on the comment section. Love to see everybody in here. Say hello in the comments. I love an interactive broadcast, especially if I'm having a solid signal here for it. So I'm up here in the mezzanine again, broadcasting through the glass. It's just me and the Oakland Grizzly fans up here, so I'm very outnumbered. And I'll do my best to call the game here with my library voice, because I don't want to be too disruptive. So once I get back to a real rink after this weekend, it's going to be weird to be projecting my voice again in an arena. So Vengeance going to be going right to left as we're looking at it here in the first period. Max Leonard is your starting goalie for this afternoon's game. Once again, this is Game 4. Vengeance and Grizzlies. This is a rubber match for the season between these two teams. Starting line for Vengeance is Abel, Tusick, Armstrong, Ulowitz, and Robinson. I'm right in the middle of one of the windows, which puts me just inside of the red line, but I'll get maximum viewing to each side based on where the window is. So puck is down, action's underway here. Robinson will chip it forward. Tusick lays a big hit. Abel's got it. Abel across. This one leaks through the slot. Armstrong chasing back to the far side. Armstrong up the mid-wall. He's hit off the puck. Tusick will try to pull it down. Armstrong has it back. Grizzlies take it away near the blue line. Grizzlies, 3-on-2 rush coming the other way. They just get on sides. Deep shot hit out by Leonard out to the far side. Tusick's got it on the far side, centering for Abel. Ulowitz picked that one up. Ulowitz chips it down left side. Chip in charge for vengeance into the corner. Ulowitz getting real deep for a defenseman here. Grizzlies will skate it out near side. So Grizzlies through the neutral zone. They angle one out. Baru got a swipe at that one. Then Grizzlies leave one near the top of the slot. And it's kicked out wide. Ulowitz coming out to engage at the blue line. Got a piece of it. And then the puck kicked deep. Robinson engaging in the far corner, coming around near side. Barbish, Baru, and Mayer out here for vengeance. This puck kicks ahead of Mayer. He's tied up with that Grizzlies player trying to get to that puck. Mayer shifts it deeper and then lays a massive hit down there behind the net. Grizzlies push it out far side on the mid-wall and then stretch one near side. Don't connect, though. Track will pick this one up, retreating in his own zone. Far side to Lennon. Lennon off the dasher far side. Baru will pick this up and enter right side, centering for Barbish. Barbish trying to push into the slot. Barbish crossed the net. What a pad save by the Grizzlies goalie. And then the puck came clear across the crease. Lennon will hold on the right wing, though. Now Mayer chasing around near side. Grizzlies will skate this one out with a stretch pass into the neutral zone. Massive open ice hit by Waite, who's fresh on off the bench. Waite pushing in left side. Waite will take a hit of his own then on the mid-wall near side. Grizzlies into the trapezoid and then mid-wall near side again. Hard out of the zone. Moore, back to get this. Moore, Goldberg, and Waite are your forwards. Track and Lennon your defensive pair. Waite through the neutral zone. Grizzlies coming back near side and then off the dasher. They deflect one in. So Howell and Wadzenski should be your defense. Oh, Howell and Track out there right now as we don't have the defensive pair fully changed. Goldberg far side. Gain the line, chips it down. Goldberg dropping one on the right wing and then chasing. Action on the mid-wall here. Howell with a big hit there. Wadzenski. Fairman on the far side there. Howell chips it down. Grizzlies coming back the other way. Grizzlies past Wadzenski far corner. Fairman, Armstrong, and Abel are now your forwards with Howell and Wadzenski. Fairman clears this one out to the mid-wall near side. And he's hit off the puck. Grizzlies curling back around. Held in on the blue line by the Grizzlies. Now drop back down into the trapezoid. Wadzenski, nice move to clear that out far side. Abel's got it far side. Abel looking to center it. Came back to Armstrong. Armstrong pushes it into the neutral zone. Grizzlies coming back. No, poke check by Fairman. Abel trying to push the other way. Fairman's got it at the red line. Fairman circling around. Drops it past a Grizzly player and chasing now in the left corner. Fairman's lone forechecker now. Armstrong will engage on the mid-wall here. Armstrong drops that one back. Fairman hit from behind down there. He's tied up, taking on two Grizzlies. Abel coming across now. Abel will hold on the right wing, circle back around, centering. That one's behind Fairman into the slot. Come back. Ulowitz chips it deeper. And puck out into the neutral zone. Abel will retreat a little bit and try to center this one. Fairman off. Baru back on. Ulowitz evades a hit there and then sends it forward. No, that puck is still in the zone. Ulowitz far side to Robinson. Robinson circling ahead. Abel looking to center. That's picked off, but Robinson chips it back down. Baru just barely on sides there. Grizzlies centering in their own zone, then stretching one across, and that one goes into the Vengeance bench. First stoppage of the game, 11:26. We're going back and forth. So say hello in the comment section. As Ryan's recapping the earlier two games this season against these two teams, very evenly matched. All right, face-off is going to come to mid-ice here. Your line is Baru, Mayer, Barbish, Ulowitz, and Robinson. Face-off tied up here under Baru, and now under Barbish. Grizzlies do eventually pull this one away. No, Ulowitz poke checks it back into the neutral zone. Grizzlies have to clear and come near side, and then make a move past Barbish, and then go straight up into the right wing. Drop pass on the right wing, deep shot, easy save for Leonard there, stopped at 11:08. So defensive zone faceoff coming up here to Leonard's left. Going to keep that line out there with new defensive pairing. So Lennon and Track are on to join Baru, Barbish, and Mayer. Grizzlies pull this one away on the right side. Put one on net, save by Leonard. So we'll set up for another defensive zone faceoff here to Leonard's left side. New line coming on for Vengeance. Waite, Tusick, Abel, Wadzenski, and Howell. Abel's face-off comes over to the mid-wall. Grizzlies charge down, try to center. It stays out there on the mid-wall. This puck drops deep. Wadzinski chasing around far side to get it. Wadzinski ahead for Tusik. Tusik come into the middle and enter the neutral zone past one Grizzly, now entering left wing. Tusik left that one on the blue line, and it's offsides. So we're stopped 10:48 in the first. Say hello in the comment section. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Abel, Waite, Tusik, Howell, and Wadzinski. Grizzlies control the face-off that was at the near dot, but they will ice one down to the other end. So don't connect. They don't quite connect on that pass, and then we got something coming here as Waite hit. That's probably going to look really strange on the frame here as Waite got hit after the play and went sailing into our video frame there. 10:41, offensive zone face-off coming to the Grizzlies goalie's right. Abel will take this draw with Waite in the slot, Tusik on the wing. Grizzlies will push this one deep into the trapezoid. They don't play it cleanly over there. Tusik had it stuck on his jersey. Now Tusik's in the corner, back to the point. Howell couldn't hold that one on the blue line. Howell retreating back to get it. So Howell will go into the corner and then leave it low side for Wadzinski. Wadzinski chases it up the mid-wall. Tusik, nice saucer pass to Waite. Waite has one man to beat. Waite will enter left side and try to pull around. Can't get an edge there, though. Waite still chasing deep. Puts one across the crease, far side now. Moore pins his guy off the puck over there, but Grizzlies do get it into the neutral zone. Ulowitz will pick it up now. Goldberg coming on now as Ulowitz got tied up over in the mid-wall. Abel comes across, far side now, action up the mid-wall. Robinson will chase it, drop it back down. Now Moore forechecking here. Grizzlies feather one into the near corner and then pass Moore back into the trapezoid behind the net. Moore and Goldberg, forecheckers here for vengeance. Grizzlies retreating into the corner, and they go up the wall. Fairman, who's on, holds the blue line. Goldberg's curling back around. Goldberg centering. That's just past Moore into the corner. Goldberg's got it back again. Moore chasing deep. Moore centering. Fairman's tipped towards the net, blocked. Now Goldberg again engaging on the mid-wall. Ulowitz, nice job to hold the blue line before Grizzlies drop it out airborne to the other end for an icing. 9:20 in the first. We'll go back to the Grizzly zone for an offensive zone faceoff. All right, offensive zone faceoff to the Grizzlies goalies right. Baru, Armstrong, Mayer, Track, and Lennon. Puck drops deep off the faceoff. Grizzlies control now far side. Skate it to the red line and drop it down left side. That caught the goalie. Didn't get real deep. Now into the trapezoid. Track lifting sticks over there. Mayer will come over the corner and leave it up the mid zone here. Baru ahead for Armstrong. Armstrong will enter left side. His shot blocked. Still forcing stick steer by the Grizzlies goalie. Good hold by Lennon on the blue line. He will drop it down in front of Armstrong into the near corner. And Track will have to chase this one out into the neutral zone across to Lennon. Vengeance is onside, so Lennon will chip it down. That actually hit somebody, went out of play. Stopped at 8:46 in the first. Say hello in the comment section here for those of you just joining. This is Game 4 of the Pigs and Bears tournament in Michigan, or northwest of Detroit in Farmington, Michigan at Suburban Ice. No bleachers in either of the sheets of ice here, so I'm broadcasting from a window in the mezzanine. Lennon drops one here behind Track. He's got to retreat in his own zone, then go far side to Lennon. Lennon off the dasher to 2-6 out of the zone. Abel almost had a steal there in the neutral zone. Grizzlies, though, do get it back and drop it down. So Leonard will corral it behind the net for Track. Track out to the wing for Tusik. Grizzlies drop it down again. And in the corner, they will curl and center one right across the crease. Leonard, great patience to watch that puck and not go after it. And a ton of traffic. Puck is deflected high over the net. Now Grizzlies left side. That one's blocked out to the corner. So Tusik lays a hit over there. Track chasing around near side, disappearing down there in the one spot we can't quite see. Abel into the neutral zone and chasing. Abel dove out and couldn't come up with that puck. Grizzlies stretch one far side. Lennon picks it up at his own blue line and stretches it back near side for Abel. Abel chips it ahead for Barbish. Barbish just behind Tusik over on the other wing. So Tusik couldn't corral that one. Grizzlies coming the other way. Barbish off, Mayer on. One player down there for the Grizzlies as Howell went hard into the boards over there in that hit. Leonard will calm it down into the corner. Stretch pass partially deflected here for Tusik. He will get into the neutral zone, then feather it ahead. Another big hit underneath us here by Mayer, and poked into the zone by Abel and chasing. 2-6 coming off. Baru coming on. 7:25 in the first. Howell kicks that one into the blue line, then holds again with his stick. Nice work there. But now this one's into the zone. 1-on-1 situation. 2-on-1 for Grizzlies. Fortunately, Wodzinski got inside position there and protected the puck out to the blue line. Mayer turning and burning the other way. He will drop one down, but they're going to get icing. He had not gained the line. 7:05. We're stopped. Headed to the Vengeance zone for a defensive zone faceoff. All right, Baru, Armstrong, and Mayer with Robinson and Ulowitz. Action into the corner. Puck is in the trapezoid. Robinson chasing it out far side, gets it to the midwall for Mayer. Mayer brought it out, but Grizzlies drop one back through the slot, moving across. Now far corner again. Grizzlies out to the wing. Low shot goes wide. Ulowitz sends it into the neutral zone to Baru. Baru ahead for Mayer. Mayer drifting right, couldn't come up with that one. Mayer got hit high there under his helmet, so he's coming off. Waite coming on. Baru coming off. Goldberg coming on. Robinson, Goldberg. Goldberg ahead for Moore. Moore makes a move and then enters. Waite had jumped over the line, though, as Moore had to evade a hit there right at the blue line. 6:17 after the offsides. Face-off coming far dot just outside the Grizzlies zone. Moore will take this draw with Goldberg and Waite as the wings. Track and Lennon, your defensive pair. Moore, that's Goldberg on the wing. Goldberg drops one into the slots, kick back out to the point. Moore drifting left, can't get the shot off. His attempt to drop it back in is kicked back out to the neutral zone. Good poke check by Track, but Grizzlies come ahead near the blue line. Track held it momentarily. Now this one drops back for Lennon. Lennon go wide and then send one hard off the dasher into the neutral zone. Grizzlies control, though. Their own blue line. They send one near side. Spits out to the middle. Goldberg corrals it and then enters, and he got tripped down. So Goldberg draws a penalty here at 5:43 in the first. So Vengeance going on the first period power play sponsor for Vengeance, Treesdale Landscaping. All right, Abel, Armstrong, Baru, Tusik, and Ulowitz out there. Ulowitz the last man back, only man back in this power play configuration. Taking a minute here to get the penalty timer up on the scoreboard. Once again, thank you to all the live viewers for tuning in here for Game 4. Now I'm up in the mezzanine broadcasting through a window here. The only Pittsburgh parent up here. And it's decently full up here, which it hasn't been for the earlier games. All right, Abel's ready for this draw. This one comes across Ulowitz. He's got to race out and get it with an Oakland Grizzly forechecking as well now. So Grizzlies push this puck deep and come back around. Short-handed here. Abel with the takeaway near side. Abel will enter left wing, center it across. That one's bouncing near the blue line and kicked back out by the Grizzlies. So Ulowitz controls. Leaves it for Abel. Abel back across for Tusik. Tusik has some room to enter. 2-6 centering for Armstrong. Armstrong kicks it back to the midwall, and Grizzlies go hard off the board, but Tusik got a piece of it. Ulowitz, Abel. Abel, left side. Hard shot. Wide left. Behind the net. Baru took a swipe at it, and then he frees it for Tusik. Tusik has chased up the wall, and net got dislodged at 5:03. We're stopped. 51 more seconds on the power play. All right, I see Grayson's sister Reagan in the comment section there. Happy to have you tuning in as well. Good luck in your basketball tournament. Abel will take this draw with Baru in the slot here with Tusik and Armstrong on the wing. This one comes deep. Grizzlies control the faceoff. They try to angle one out of the zone. It'll be held in by Ulowitz. But he didn't play it cleanly. Grizzlies come the other way now, near side. Make a move and then drop it down. So he's going to come to Leonard. He will send it back out wide. Grizzlies corral this one and drop it back down. Grizzlies are going to push one towards the net left side. And will drag across and then dislodge the net. So 4:42 in the first. Grizzlies with a short-handed push there in from the left side. Saved by Leonard. And then the net came off. So we got a defensive zone face-off coming up for Vengeance to Leonard's right. New line out here is Waite, Goldberg, Barbish, Wodzinski, and Lennon. Grizzlies control the face-off. They've been controlling most of the face-off so far in this game as we're piled up in the corner. 20 more seconds in the Vengeance power play, and we've got a call coming. So it's like they're going to get Lennon on a tripping call here with 16 more seconds on the Vengeance power play. We're going to play 4-on-4 now for 16 seconds, and then Vengeance will go on the PK. So Hal, Wodzinski, Waite, and Mayer come on to play 4-on-4 for 16 seconds. Defensive zone faceoff to Leonard's left. This one comes out to the wing. Mayer chasing out to get it. Good engagement out there. Puck is in the neutral zone. Grizzlies retreating now. 10 more seconds of 4-on-4. Deep in their own zone, Grizzlies waiting to get the one-man advantage and then start their power play. Mayer broke up the play there momentarily. Now, Vengeance officially on the PK. 1:10 to go on that PK. Grizzlies near side into the neutral zone. And they will shovel one clear across the other end. They will enter left wing. Now they're going to get them off sides on the far end. So that'll stop things at exactly 4 minutes in the first. 1:02 on the PK now for Vengeance. Waite, Mayer, Wodzinski, and Howell out there. Face off far dot just outside the Vengeance zone. Mayer wins the face-off back for Howell, retreating in his own zone. Howell going behind the net. Goes hard around the rim, and that one must have caught something because it stopped play and took a weird bounce over there. Couldn't see it. So defensive zone face-off coming up to Leonard's left. Mayer will take this draw again. Mayer got tied up. That puck is still under him. Grizzlies pull it away from the wall and now go right wing. Oh, it's coming out of the zone though. So Waite coming out to pressure. Grizzlies retreat into their own zone, go far side. Now back in front of their own net. 38 more seconds of the PK. Grizzlies will skate this one in right wing. Pass Wodzinski and they chip it deep. Baru is on to join Mayer now on the PK. Grizzlies at the point. We'll go left wing now. And hard shot stopped by Leonard. Grizzlies get the rebound and pull it back out to the far mid-wall. And now at the left wing, they walk it to the point. There's a slap shot. Saved by Leonard. Puck was loose. Sent out by Mayer. Hard out of the zone. It was deflected, no icing. 7 more seconds before Vengeance is back to full strength. Lennon will come out of the box and likely send a forward back on. And PK is off. Vengeance back at full strength. Goldberg ahead. Moore couldn't see that puck coming. Grizzlies in their own zone near side. They stretch one into the neutral zone. And will push it in here right side. And pick it up on the right wing. Low one into Leonard. Kicks it back out. Robinson's tied up over there. Ulowitz comes across. Pushes it up the mid-wall. Fairman's got it into the neutral zone. Moore will pick it up. Moore will enter right wing. Put a deep low shot in. Came out to the middle. Now near side. Ulowitz went for the hit there. Goldberg will come back and settle it down. Goldberg for Moore. Moore ahead. Robinson trying to push that in. Grizzlies will retreat in their own zone. Fairman's forechecker now. 2:12 to play in the first. Grizzlies far corner up to the mid-wall. This one's going to miss everybody, so it'll be icing. 2:05 in the first. We're going to the Grizzlies zone for an offensive zone face-off. Abel, Armstrong, Tusick, Track, and Lennon face off to the Grizzlies goalie's left. This puck goes deep off the face-off. Grizzlies engaged over there. Now they come around near side. And they stretch one out to the middle, and now we'll enter right wing. Track comes across to engage. Puck dropped across to the other end. on the far mid-wall. Lennon engaging over here. Armstrong with the takeaway. Armstrong comes up the middle here. He's got Abel on his wing. Armstrong drifting left off his backhand centering pass. Stayed in there. Tuzik couldn't get the shot off. Puck goes deep in the left side. Abel got cleared out of the slot pretty hard there. Now far side Tuzik. Back for Lennon. Lennon puts a low, deep one in there. Puck came out into the crease and skated out by the Grizzlies, and they stretch one far side into the neutral zone. 1:26 to play in the first. Grizzlies drop it down. They're all going off for a change. Track coming around near side. You'll stretch one to Tuzik near side. Tuzik will enter left wing, run into a ton of traffic. Abel big hit out there. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Howe will drop it in. No, Howe whiffed on the drop in. So Wadzinski comes across and feathers it to the other end. Grizzlies controlled deep in their own zone. They come near side. 1 minute to play here. Grizzlies stretch one to the blue line and out ahead, and wide shot just right of the net. Somehow they got in between the Vengeance defenseman back there. Baru clears it to the corner. Wadzinski going the other way. Wadzinski, wait, into the neutral zone, racing ahead. He's interfered with. No call there. Oh, they are going to get a call. So the far referee is going to call a hold here. 45 seconds to play in the first. Waite drew a penalty there. Vengeance going back on the power play that will extend into the second period. So Vengeance once again going back on the Treesdale Landscaping power play. Treesdale, your first period power play sponsor. All right, this face-off control by Armstrong. Ulowitz at the point. Ulowitz waits, picks up Abel, left side. Abel waited. Hit Tuzik on the back door. His shot blocked. Goalie fell down. Puck is loose in the crease, and it's whistled dead. We got a huge pile up here in front of the net. So 33 seconds were stopped. 1:18 in the power play. Once again, we'll extend to the second period. Vengeance with good look there. Tuzik got that puck real deep off the right corner. Another face-off coming to the Grizzlies goalie's right. Baru's on the wing with Armstrong. 2-6 in the slot. Ulowitz the lone man back near the blue line. All right, Abel will win this one back to the wing. Ulowitz will go get it on the left wing. He'll walk it to the point. Ulowitz. 2-6 centering. Abel couldn't get the one-timer off on the left wing. Grizzlies will skate this one out. Past Ulowitz, they will enter left wing, and they will curl around up to the mid-wall. Big hit down there by Baru to free up the puck for Tuzik. Tuzik near side. 8 seconds. Vengeance have to hurry if they want to get another shot on net here. Tuzik into the middle, and a ton of traffic. Puck squirts out into the slot. Grizzlies send it wide as time will run out on the first period. So I'll play the commercial, and we'll get set up for the second. The Pittsburgh Vengeance 2011 Tier 1 hockey team would like to thank the following sponsors: Barbish Landscaping, Treesdale Landscaping, and real estate agent Libby Sosinski with Keller Williams. All right, coming back here for the second period. Vengeance going left to right as we're looking at it. Leonard is in net on my left. Abel, Armstrong, Baru, Tuzik, and Ulowitz. So Tuzik lined up here in a defensive position to start the second period. Grizzlies control and leave one in the neutral zone for Tuzik near side. And that is because Vengeance are on the Barbish Landscaping power play for the next 30 seconds. So I didn't need to be so confused that Tuzik was in a defensive position here. So we have a power play line out there. So Ulowitz emerges from that pileup, goes far side to Abel. Abel dropped that one ahead, but then it's back in the neutral zone. So Abel near side, Tusik's got to go get it. Tuzik back to Ulowitz. Ulowitz to Armstrong. Armstrong into some interference. Tusik's got a right wing. Tuzik will curl back around. and then pull it away on the mid-wall. Puck is loose and goes deep. 2-6 got on the right side, back across. That pass was deflected by, it's headed for Abel now. Abel out to the blue line. That one's into the neutral zone. Grizzlies, their pass is picked off by Ulowitz, but he couldn't retrieve the puck either. Baru took a swipe at that one. Puck is bouncing through the neutral zone. Abel will gather it up here and send it wide. That's too much traffic there. Grizzlies coming the other way. Ulowitz in a one-on-one situation here. Grizzlies are back at full strength, so I apologize. I had the wrong camera on the feed there for the first minute of action. We could only see what was happening in the neutral zone. I guess that's where most of the action was anyway. Goldberg from his knees put one into the slot. Grizzlies come out with a 2-on-2 rush the other way. Howell swipes the puck loose, but it gets deep. Grizzlies into the corner. Howell marching up the mid-wall, and Wade couldn't pull that one past on the mid-wall. Howell bumps that guy off the puck. The Grizzlies continue to push it deep. Barbish with a massive hit in the corner. And then Wadzinski bumped off the puck. Goldberg sends it up. Barbish on the wing, and then Barbish gets creamed over here after the whistle. Call coming here, so all right, Goldberg going to the box here at 13-17. Vengeance going back on the PK. This will result in a defensive zone face-off to Leonard's right. All right, Mayer, Moore, Lennon, and Track out there for Vengeance. Grizzlies control at the left wing. They go D to D right wing. They will walk this one in a little bit, but they don't play it cleanly. Now back out to the point. Grizzlies leave it right wing and walk it in again. Low shot. Oh, they were looking for the back door on the left wing. Couldn't connect on it, though. Grizzlies get it back, though, left wing. They'll leave it over on the left wing, back to the point. Deep shot into traffic. Blocker save by Leonard out to the near corner. Grizzlies again left wing, D to D right wing. Back to the point. Another deep shot through a lot of traffic. That was deflected left of the net. Mayer lays a big hit back there, but Grizzlies continue to move it around the perimeter to the right wing, back to the point. There's another deep shot, gloved down by Leonard, but it didn't play it cleanly. It got behind the net. 45 seconds on the PK. Grizzlies again working the perimeter now, left side back to the point. Good back check there by Moore, and then that puck went right into Leonard, who saved it. 12:25 in the second, 39 more seconds on the PK for Vengeance. Baru and Waite will come on as the forwards. Wadzinski and Howell, your defensive pair, face off to Leonard's left. Baru's face-off tied up underneath, but Grizzlies get it to the point. They will take a deep shot. That was deflected into the netting. So Leonard was tracking that with his glove. It got deflected and went off his helmet into the netting. 32 more seconds on the PK. This face-off's coming to Leonard's right. Baru in the circle here for the draw. Baru is able to push that one up to the wing. Grizzlies go D to D, then right wing. Someone into the trapezoid behind the net, coming around near side now, left mid-wall. Back to the point. We'll walk the blue line, then send it to the right wing. In towards the net. They tried to deflect it towards the net. It got behind. So left side again, left wing. Across the blue line to the point, then over to the right wing. Waite got very high there on the forecheck. Now Howell trying to pin his guy down there in the corner. Puck is still loose down in the trapezoid. Centering pass picked off. Baru sends it wide. It clears the zone. Goldberg comes in out of the box to play it immediately. Waite chasing back into the Grizzlies zone. Waite hesitates and then leaves one for Baru. Baru didn't realize he had nobody behind him there as he was back to the net. So Baru sends one around far side. Goldberg will go get it. Goldberg leaves it for Waite in the corner. Waite bumped off the puck there, but kicked it free past Baru, now behind the net, into the corner. Vengeance back at full strength. Didn't play the Mario one-up sound, but Ulowitz battling for this one in the neutral zone. Grizzlies do drop it in. So Grizzlies making a lot of personnel changes here, while Robinson ahead for Armstrong. Armstrong into the neutral zone. Grizzlies control. Abel, Fairman, and Armstrong are out there as forwards. Robinson and Ulowitz defensive pair. Robinson engaged here far side. Grizzlies curl back around. We're under 11 minutes in the second. Deep shot into a ton of traffic. Leonard almost lost his stick in there now. Ulowitz, Armstrong. battling for a puck, comes out to the left wing. Fairman out to engage. Grizzlies drop one into the slot. Far side now. Robinson engaged over there behind the net. Puck rolls out to the far mid-wall. Armstrong out to play it. Grizzlies drop it down again. Now Abel pins his guy over there. Puck drops deep. Ulowitz pins his guy over there. Robinson trying to clear it. It comes back up to the same side. Grizzlies hold and go D to D now, left wing. Deep shot into traffic out to that same far corner where Abel will pick it up with some room. Abel just behind Fairman. Grizzlies steal that pass drifting left. Chip one in towards the net. Saved by Leonard. Pass back out to Armstrong. Armstrong, Fairman, 2-on-2 rush. Armstrong will drop it down and then evade a hit. Armstrong and Fairman coming off. Abel will try to hold this one in the zone. Tusick is on for vengeance. Pass over to Lennon in the corner. Lennon tried to pull it back out. Grizzlies exploiting that far side with Lennon pinching. So track coming across from the right side. Grizzlies shot kicked out wide by Leonard all the way out of the zone. Grizzlies have to clear. Grizzlies will regroup in their own zone. Far side. Barbish, Abel, and Tusick are your wings right now. Track and Lennon your defensive pair. Leonard, smart play there, send it near side. The Grizzlies recontrol. They put another one left of the net and then go back out to the right wing. D to D left wing. Grizzlies will walk this one in into a ton of traffic. That one went off somebody's leg pad and out of play. 9:23 in the second. Another defensive zone faceoff coming to Leonard's right. Personnel changes here for both teams. Baru, Moore, and Tusick are your wings. Track and Lennon the defensive pair. Baru will take this draw to Leonard's right. This one tied up behind Baru, and then Grizzlies eventually control. They leave it to the wing. And down to the mid-wall into the corner. Lennon frees it far side. Moore coming out to play this one on the corner. This one stays over there in the mid-wall. Shot now near side. Grizzlies pick that one up in the left wing and drop it back down. Puck rolling back again to the far side. Grizzlies take it deep. Baru is pinned over there. Now Lennon coming around near side. Lennon, Tusick couldn't handle the pass though. But this one's going to come out of the zone. Grizzlies have to clear. Grizzlies drop it back into their own blue line far side. 8:45 in the second. Grizzlies D to D near side. And then stretch one into the neutral zone is chipped forward. Track comes across, took a swipe at it, but it's leaking towards the Vengeance net. Track will pull it away and go behind the net. And then up to the mid-wall past Tusick, where Moore will pick it up out of the zone and angle it sideways. So action on the near side in the Grizzlies zone. They will stretch it. Vengeance defensemen were making a change. 2-on-0 and save by Leonard. Both Vengeance defensemen were changing. Grizzlies did a stretch pass on the near side, had a 2-on-0, and Leonard bails out Vengeance at 8:20 in the second with a very key save there. Defensive zone faceoff coming here to Leonard's left. Mayer, Barbish, and Waite are your wings. Waite kicks that one into the neutral zone and chasing. Grizzlies go far side to clear it out to the other end. Through the neutral zone, Wodzinski will come up and play that one. It goes airborne into the neutral zone. Grizzlies are not on sides. That puck never made it across though. Mayer swoops through and evades one hit, pushes it into the zone. Barbish picks it up left side. Barbish to the net, high shot, off into the netting. So we've got a stoppage. Offensive zone faceoff coming up. 4 Vengeance personnel changes here. All right, Vengeance is going to keep that line out there. Face off to the Grizzly goalie's left. Mayer will take this draw with Barbish on the wing. Waite is in the slot. Wodzinski and Howe near the blue line. 7:53 in the second. Action in the far corner. Barbish coming across to engage. Grizzlies up to the mid-wall and out of the zone, but it's an end-over-end puck. Grizzlies gain possession and drop it down left side, but it's going to roll all the way around to the far mid-wall. Howell engaged over there with Wodzinski, now stuck in the corner with the puck pinned. Grizzlies will free it up on the right wing, go D to D left wing. Grizzlies deep shot, that's blocked by Waite, and he's going to push out here. Waite couldn't get it past the last Grizzlies player, who will corral it and then stretch it back to the other end for Howell. Howell sends it past Goldberg into the Grizzlies zone. They go near side where they have some room to skate it forward, and they will enter left wing, but they don't play it cleanly. Puck stayed on the wing though, and they drop it back down, rolling around far corner. Grizzlies back out to the wing, and then through the slot, bouncing puck. Saved by Leonard as they got shot off over there. Now action on the near mid-wall. Goldberg, Tusick, Wodzinski, Howell, everybody's over there on the mid-wall. Vengeance lift one airborne. We got a foot race. Armstrong charging out. Ulowitz coming on for Wodzinski. Armstrong still engaged here with Tusick and Goldberg lurking. Grizzlies coming around near side. Oh, there's a steal by Goldberg. He will turn, get a low shot in just wide right. So Vengeance with one steal on the forecheck. Ulowitz will come across. Can't keep that one in the zone. Grizzlies racing ahead now. Grizzlies right side shot into Leonard. He will cover that one. 6:25 in the second. No score, as you would expect on two evenly matched teams who have each won a game against each other by a 1-goal margin both times. Defensive zone faceoff coming up here. Baru, Fairman, Moore, Robinson, and Ulowitz. Baru will take this draw to Leonard's left. Baru tied up. Fairman kicks it out to the wing. Grizzlies drop it past him on the mid-wall. Fairman deflected that pass, but it is eventually cleared into the zone, neutral zone. Grizzlies far side, gain the line. They drop it down. This one's going over to the opposite corner. Robinson frees it for Ulowitz. Ulowitz ahead for Baru. Baru. Near side for Moore. Moore. Enter right wing, pushing across. Fairman trying to crowd. Fairman shot. No. He's tied up over there in the corner. Puck comes out to the blue line. Ulowitz can't hold the blue line as that puck short-hopped him. So Ulowitz back to get it in his own zone. Frees it ahead of Fairman. Moore took a swipe at it. Robinson will come up and shovel it in the zone. He'll take a big hit. Puck dropped down. Mayer coming in on the forecheck. Grizzlies have it behind the net. They send it around right side. Robinson pinching back there. This one's just going to get out of the zone. Grizzlies with a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Lennon engaging here on the wing. Grizzlies send it across. They get a shot on net, saved by Leonard. Now Grizzlies at the point. There's a shot. That's blocked. Grizzlies with the rebound, though. They leave it on the far side. 5:14 in the second. Pass straight across left wing. Grizzlies pick it up left wing, and now it's poked into the neutral zone by Barbish. Tied up over there, and we got a call coming. Offside. So that puck came back across the blue line. 5:05 in the second. Faceoff's going to be right underneath us, near dot, just outside the Vengeance zone. All right, Tusick will take this draw, flanked by Goldberg and Armstrong. Track and Lennon, the defensive pair. Grizzlies win the faceoff. They send it far side, still into the neutral zone, though. Goldberg will regain, leave it ahead of Armstrong. Armstrong has to chase this puck wide. Kicked past him back into the neutral zone. Lennon back across the track, far side. Track feathers it ahead. Got into the zone. Now Armstrong trying to make a play here. Armstrong tied up in the corner, far side. He frees it for Goldberg. Goldberg back to track. Track across to Lennon. Lennon drops it down wide for Armstrong. Armstrong look at the center. And we got a tie up behind the net. This one's freed up to the Grizzlies on the wing. Near side, they will enter the neutral zone, get past Lennon, and they will chase in left side. Track coming across to engage this one. Saved by Leonard out to the near side. Track has a little bit of room here with Moore and Fairman back on. This one's behind Fairman. He's going to go get it. Puck is in the zone. Fairman pushes it across, trying to get it to Tusick. Tusick drops down right corner and sends it into the corner. Fairman engaging over there. Action on the mid-wall over there on the far side. Grizzlies do get it out of the zone. Moore turns the corner here and gets it to Lennon. Lennon will enter and then drop it right of the net. Fairman's the first forechecker. No. Baru coming through. Baru chops it down. Baru clearing people out over there. And he will walk the puck up to the mid-wall and back to the blue line for Howell. Howell loads up a big one and gloved out of the air by the Grizzlies goalie off the right post. 3:43 in the second. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for Vengeance. Abel, Waite, Mayer, Wodzinski, and Howell face off to the Grizzly goalie's right. Mayer shot and gloved by the Grizzlies goalie. So Mayer found that puck on his stick right off the face-off. Put one towards the net, and it was glove save. So Abel again will take this draw to the Grizzly goalie's right. This one came to Mayer again, but it leaks near the blue line. Howell pinches ahead, but Grizzlies glove this one down and enter the neutral zone. Someone past Wodzinski. Mayer gets back to retrieve it. Howell sends it wide for Waite. Waite leaves it for Abel. Abel checked off the puck there. Waite pushes it in. So puck is sort of loose on the wing over there. Waite drops it back down. It's kind of come all the way around to the near mid-wall. Abel engaged over there. Got inside position, but couldn't come up with the puck. Now Wodzinski will hold and lift one into the air down to the right corner. Now behind the net. Mayer taking on two Grizzlies down there. Wodzinski will pinch up and send that puck back down. Grizzlies send it back to the blue line. Took a bad bounce off the stanchion. Waite pushing into the slot. Grizzlies retrieve it deep again. They go out to the far corner. Now Grizzlies going to stretch one near side. And then back to the far side into the vengeance zone. Howell back to get it with Wodzinski supporting. Howell leaves it near side for Wodzinski, who has some room. Wodzinski stretch pass to Barbish. Could not connect on that. It's going to be icing. 2:38 in the second. It's going to be a defensive zone face-off to Leonard's right. New line out there for Vengeance. Baru, Tusick, Robinson, Barbish, and Ulowitz. All right, Baru in here for the draw. Won by the Grizzlies. They will drop it down left side. It's going to roll around to the far corner. Ulowitz up to the mid-wall, just past Barbish, but out of the zone. So Barbish giving chase here. Grizzlies leave one on the far side. They will change directions and enter, drifting left. And we'll drop it down in the left corner. Grizzlies into the corner, freed up by Robinson, out to the far wing. Barbish ahead. Ulowitz and Baru. Ulowitz drops a puck deep and then gets knocked down. Grizzlies coming the other way now with Barbish trying to play that puck in the zone. Grizzlies 2-on-2 rush coming the other way. Grizzlies drop it back to a third guy on the right wing. It's a shot saved by Leonard out to the near side. There's a low shot deflected wide of the net. Ulowitz totally tied up that Grizzlies player in front of the net. Now Ulowitz engaged on the far side. Really Veda hit. Now Robinson trying to free that puck up. Ulowitz and Robinson overshot that puck. Grizzlies go the other direction now. Far side, near side. Back out to the right wing. So impressive puck movement there by the Grizzlies. Unable to get a shot off, though. Tusick got tied up there. Now puck behind the net. Robinson emerges near side with some room here. 1:30 to play in the second. Robinson will gain the line, drop it down, but it hit the netting on the drop in. 1:26 were stopped. That puck's probably coming back to the neutral zone for a face-off. All right. Appreciate all the comments on the live stream. Keep them coming. Love an interactive broadcast. More Armstrong, Abel, Lennon, and Track out there for Vengeance. Grizzlies to the wall. On the far side, Abel freed it up for Lennon coming around near side with a guy on his back. Lennon frees it ahead. Moore couldn't get to stretch pass, though. Grizzlies recontrol, and then they send one ahead. Grizzlies into the zone. Now they're going to get them off sides there. So 1:06 were stopped. Face-off is going to be the far dot just outside the Vengeance zone. Howell and Wodzinski are your defensive pair now with Abel, Armstrong, and Moore. Grizzlies controlled the face-off. They push it in right wing. They overshot the puck, though, a little bit. Puck is loose on the far wall. Comes out to Abel, ahead for Armstrong. Armstrong pushing it into the neutral zone and out ahead with his stick lifted. So Moore waited for his team to get on sides and then lifted one backhand into the zone. Moore's the first forechecker. Armstrong coming off, Goldberg coming on. Grizzlies near side, stretch one. Gain the line, they will enter left wing. Wodzinski with a poke check. Howell frees it up off the glass, near side. Into the neutral zone, Grizzlies have to clear. They will go far side, then back near side. Abel almost had a steal there. Wodzinski coming across to engage. Puck goes down into the corner. And puck coming up the mid-wall. Grizzlies cannot pinch from there, so it's back into the neutral zone. Grizzlies holding on the near side and then stretching it clear across. That's picked off by Abel, but Fairman and Goldberg were in the zone for an offsides. 13 seconds to play in the period. Face-off coming far dot just outside the Grizzlies zone. New defensive pair out for Vengeance. We got one too many forwards out now, so Fairman off, Baru, Waite, and Goldberg out there for the remaining seconds of the period. Grizzlies emerge, and they drop it down right side. Ulowitz trying to get inside position here. They both overshoot the puck now. Robinson is going to try to hold this puck in the corner. for the closing seconds of the period. And that'll be it for the second. So, mute the mic here, play the commercial, and we will get ready for the third period. The Pittsburgh Vengeance 2011 Tier 1 hockey team would like to thank the following sponsors: Barbish Landscaping, Treesdale Landscaping, and real estate agent Libby Sosinski with Keller Williams. All right, we're coming back here, getting ready to start the third period. Leonard is in net on my right. Vengeance going right to left as we're looking at it. Abel, Barbish, Tusick, Robinson, and Ulowitz out here to start the third. No score. Abel for the face-off at mid-ice. It comes back to Vengeance. Ulowitz, far side. Robinson, near side. Robinson stretches one into the middle. Has to be gloved down by Abel. Pushed ahead. Barbish drops it in. Doesn't get real deep, though. Grizzlies controlling their own zone. They send it far side. Tusick laid a bump back there. Grizzlies into the neutral zone. It's a bouncing puck in front of the Vengeance bench. Ulowitz back into the neutral zone. Abel couldn't drag across. Now near side to Barbish. Barbish has a little bit of room to enter. Tried to get it across. Grizzlies will pick that one off, though. Abel will corral it again in the neutral zone. Put one ahead of Ulowitz, who will drop it down right side and come off for a change. Barbish into the corner to engage. He's bumped off the puck there. Tusick came across to try to get it. And puck drops deep to the far side. All the Vengeance forwards are on the other side. So, far side now. Lennon gloves that one down, but it got past him. Lennon frees it up, and Grizzlies will march it ahead and drop down. So, Leonard kicks that one free for Robinson. Baru calling for it near side. Robinson with the stretch pass. It's picked off, though. Grizzlies coming the other way. Armstrong, Mayer, and Baru are your forwards. Robinson and Lennon are your defensive pairs right now. And saved by Leonard on that shot. Lennon still exchanging pleasantries with a Grizzlies player in front of the net. Stopped at 13:55 in the third. I'll have to see what's happening here, but looks like they are both going to the penalty box. So they might be sitting for a while there in that sort of situation. So slash is at least one of the calls. So. All right, so we're still playing 5-on-5. Grizzlies, after controlling the face-off, shot through traffic from the right wing out to the corner. Mayer trying to force it up the wall. Grizzlies drop it back down into the trapezoid. It's going far side. Howell back to engage, or Wazensky got inside position, but Grizzlies pull it deeper again. Howell comes through, lays a hit. This one's out to the point. Grizzlies hold the blue line. They come D to D right wing, and then a deep shot deflected across to the far side. Armstrong will pick this one up with a little bit of room. They overshot the puck. Grizzlies come through on the left side. Shot into Leonard for the save. Wodzinski out to the wing. Mayer missed a hit over there on the far side. Wodzinski digging his puck out again. Now Baru trying to get it. Oh, Baru tripped up there. Wodzinski frees it for Armstrong. Armstrong's going to send one down as Vengeance desperately needed a change there. 13:06 icing called. We'll go back to the Vengeance zone for a defensive zone faceoff. If you couldn't tell, this has been a tight one. Good scoring opportunities on both ends. New line out here is Moore, Goldberg, Waite, Robinson, and Ulowitz. So Vengeance win the faceoff. Ulowitz near side Waite. Wait to the blue line. Held in by the Grizzlies. They drop it back down on the near side. This one came to Wait again. This time he pushes it into the neutral zone. Grizzlies recontrol, though. Now far side, retreating in their own zone before leaving it off the dasher far side, and they will kick it in far side. Ulowitz over to get it. Deep in his own zone. Ulowitz leaves it in the near corner. Robinson pushes it up to the mid-wall. Grizzlies drop it back down where they got a guy streaking in the slot, and they do put that one in. No, they waved it off, and then they put in the rebound. So it looked like the first one was in. Everybody stopped, and then the Grizzlies charged in and put in the rebound after the ref waved off the first score. Either way, Grizzlies take the 1-0 lead here at 12:34 in the third. All right, Abel, Barbish, Tusik, Wodzinski, and Howell out there for vengeance. Tusik has stick lifted there after winning the face-off. Barbish into the corner to retrieve this puck. Barbish pulling it all the way around. Now he's bumped off the puck. Tusik clears it around to the mid-wall near side for Howell. Howell sends one back through the slot, far side now. Barbish racing out to be the first one to get to that puck. Tied up over there. Abel frees it, just past Tusik. Grizzlies with a 3-on-2 coming the other way. Grizzlies left side. They will enter. And hesitating. Great takeaway by Wodzinski. Now far side for Tusik. Tusik has that puck chipped away from him, and Grizzlies coming the other way. Wodzinski lays a big hit over there and retrieves the puck. Wodzinski feathers it ahead for Tusik. Grizzlies with a takeaway again. Now coming a bad bounce off the stanchion. This one's coming back for Howell. Fairman is on for vengeance. So Howell, Wodzinski, Fairman. Waits and then feathers it into Baru's skates. Fairman takes it away to avoid the offsides. Back for Wodzinski. Wodzinski will lift one in left of the net. Grizzlies goalie will send that one behind. Fairman's the first forechecker. This puck's going to come all the way out of the zone. Track will handle this one free for Ulowitz. He's ahead for Baru. Baru will enter, chip it down right side. Armstrong will go get it with Fairman as the F2. Puck coming around near mid-wall, held in by Track, just past Fairman, now chasing. Grizzlies send it the other way to the far side, coming up on 11 minutes to play. Grizzlies get it out of the zone far side, but it ends up on Baru's stick. Track, Fairman. Fairman got it past one player and then freed it for Armstrong, then took a massive hit. Armstrong now chasing. Grizzlies, has that puck right in front of the net, and it's kicked in by Armstrong, who picked up the loose puck, took a bad bounce. Grizzlies goalie never saw it. Armstrong, right guy at the right time, was able to tap that one in after the bad bounce. Vengeance tie things up here. All right, so really nice break there for Vengeance. They tie things up at 10:50 in the third. New line out here is Mayer, Waite, Goldberg, Ulowitz, and Lennon, who's back out of the box. So this puck's going to come into the Vengeance zone. Ulowitz back to get it with Lennon on his wing, far side. Lennon. There's a turnover in front of the net. Saved by Leonard out to the corner. Lennon back to get it again. Lennon to the mid-wall. And Goldberg will push it out of the zone for Waite. Waite trying to split Grizzlies here. Now pushing left. His hard shot goes high over the net. Far side rebound by Mayer, goes behind the net. Now Waite frees it up the mid-wall. It's going to come to Ulowitz on the left wing. Ulowitz will walk this one in, take a low shot. It's deflected and gloved by the Grizzlies goalie, but not before Waite took a really hard hit there on the side of the slot. So there's a ton of traffic there. 10:18, we're stopped. We'll have another offensive zone faceoff coming up for Vengeance. Abel, Tusik, Moore, Ulowitz, and Lennon face off to the Grizzlies goalie's right. This one went out to the wall. Tusik could not free it up to the blue line. Grizzlies skate this one out. Grizzlies drop it down right side. Lennon back to get it. He'll send it hard around. Grizzlies will hold the blue line on the left wing, but they don't play it cleanly. Abel chipping one ahead, but he can't fully move it through the neutral zone. Ulowitz came in and laid a hit. Moore centered for 8. Tusik across. Abel, wrister, high, wide left. Ulowitz will pick it up on the left wing, but got past him. It's out into the neutral zone, so Tusik will control while his teammates get back on sides. He will lift one airborne towards the net, gloved and controlled by the Grizzlies goalie. 9:44 in the third. Another offensive zone faceoff coming up for Vengeance. This time to the Grizzly goalie's left. All right, Baru, Barbish, Armstrong, Wodzinski, and Howell is your line. Baru would take this draw with Armstrong in the slot. Barbish on the wing. This one comes over to the wing. Grizzlies take it deep, coming around near side. Grizzlies on the mid-wall near side couldn't play it cleanly, but they do send it out past Howell. Grizzlies racing out now with a 2-on-1 if they can catch up to this puck. Grizzlies right side. Shot is in on the left corner. So Grizzlies get it past the blue line here on the near side, resulting in a 2-on-1, and they took the shot from the right wing. They will regain the lead here at 9:30 in the third. Mayer, Goldberg, and Fairman are your wings. Ulowitz and Track, the defensive pair, out of the face-off. Far side, Goldberg lays a big hit over there. Puck is still loose. Fairman frees it down into the zone for Ulowitz to be the first one to it. Ulowitz frees it for Track. Track ran into some trouble back there. Puck is loose in the slot. Grizzlies circle back around. Puck is still loose. Now over to the mid-wall. Fairman coming across to engage. This one goes towards the net. Ulowitz far side has a little bit of room to get this out of the zone. Ulowitz stretch pass is blocked back in. Now it's freed out. So Fairman's going to chase this one out. Grizzlies retreating into their own zone. So Grizzlies don't play this one cleanly. Fairman coming in again deeper now. And then they lift one up to the blue line, and it's out of the zone. Track will corral it near side and then take a hit over there. Grizzlies far side. Fairman off. Abel on. Great back check by Waite. Frees it up, but then doesn't corral it. So Waite still lurking on the forecheck. Now far side Grizzlies. Feather one into the neutral zone and then past Ulowitz. He will go get it and free it for Lennon near side. Lennon. Past Abel into the zone. No icing. It was tipped. 8:19 in the third. Abel engaging far side. Now Waite coming on the check. Action near side. Grizzlies keep it on the near dasher. Howell with a massive open ice hit to dislodge that Grizzly player from the puck. Then Tusick got corralled, and now Howell takes it far side. Howell evades a hit over there. Puck is stuck over there on the boards, and then Tusick with a big hit. They're going to get him on a trip. So delayed penalty situation here for the Grizzlies. Their goalie is out, an extra attacker on for the upcoming penalty by Tusick. So Grizzlies stretch one here near side. And Tusick will touch this one to get the penalty underway. 7:40 were stopped. Vengeance going on the PK. So we'll get the lines called out here once they emerge for what's going to be a very vital PK here halfway through the third period. 7:40 to play. Baru and Mayer will come on with Wodzinski and Ulowitz. Once again, defensive pairs are offset now because Lennon had to serve a long penalty earlier in the game. Grizzlies control the faceoff on the right wing. They march it down the wall into the trapezoid. Wodzinski engaged over there. Now up to the far wing. Left side, Grizzlies go D to D, right wing. Hold the blue line and then back to the point. Grizzlies at the point now, left wing. One-timer in the slot was wide left. Rebound is waved off. They're going to wave that one off as it looked like it went in, but the net had been dislodged before they put the puck in. Lucky break for Vengeance there as Grizzlies got a good look right in the middle and then a rebound attempt. 109 on the PK, 7:19 in the third. Waite and Moore coming on to join Ulowitz and Wodzinski face off to Leonard's right. Tied up on the face-off here. Ulowitz sends it into the neutral zone. Waite chasing now, but he will pull up a little bit as we're on the PK for one more minute. All right, Grizzlies start to break out far side. Moore will engage over here, and then they stretch one near side. Ulowitz has a chance to poke at that one, but Grizzlies will chase it deep into the corner and back out to the wing. Good engagement there by Ulowitz to pin his guy on the boards over there. Now we got a board battle. The near side can hardly see it in the corner. Puck does emerge. Grizzlies go back to the point, drifting left. Now back to the point again. Here's a deep shot, deflected. Wait, blocked that one. 25 more seconds on the PK for Vengeance. Action on the far wing. Good race out by Moore. Puck is in the neutral zone and bounced back across for an offsides. 6:28 to play. 19 more seconds on the PK. Mayer and Baru coming on for Vengeance with Lennon and Track. So defensive pairs back in sync here. Face off far dot just outside the Vengeance zone. This face-off controlled by the Grizzlies. They will drop one in. They were offsides, though, so they'll have a face-off at the near dot just outside the Vengeance zone. 14 more seconds on the PK before Vengeance is back to full strength. Mayer will take this draw. Baru trying to corral it. He freed it for Lennon. Lennon will send one off the dasher, making Grizzlies go chase it into their own zone. 5 more seconds before Vengeance back to full strength. All right, 2-6 out of the box. Vengeance back at full strength. Grizzlies drop it down far side. They will pick it up in the left corner. Look in the center. That's blocked by Track, but it gets over to the near side. 2-6 fresh out of the box. Or that was Mayer. Mayer cleared it, but then couldn't get the stretch pass across. Grizzlies push one back into the zone, drifting left. They will corral it back around, showing some patience, and leave it on the right wing. They will march this one in. That one hit several sticks and then went high over the net. Baru, far side, trying to bump that guy off the puck. Grizzlies coming around near side. They free it up to the wing. They could not connect on that one, so they're out into their own zone again. 5:33 to play. Grizzlies will ice this one off the dasher far side. So 5:29 to play. We're going to the Grizzlies zone for an offensive zone faceoff. New line out here for Vengeance is Armstrong, Barbish, Tusick, Robinson, and Ulowitz. Face off to the Grizzlies goalie's right. This faceoff goes deep. Grizzlies send it far side on the mid wall. They will corral it and then move it through left side. They drop it past Ulowitz and then regain on the wing over there. And then freed up for Barbish. Barbish out across to Robinson. Nice stretch pass there. Robinson feathers it ahead and chasing. Robinson tied up in the corner. Grizzlies free it up far side over to the corner. Barbish trying to chase that puck down. Grizzlies skate it out. Tusick drops it right back in. Grizzlies have to corral this one near their own blue line. They will drop it back into their zone near side. And that one's deflected into the neutral zone. Abel trying to stay inside position here. This puck is stuck near the blue line and back out by the Grizzlies. They have to clear. So Abel, Tusick, and Goldberg out here right now for Vengeance. Grizzlies retreating into their own zone. Send it hard around the dasher. Robinson will come in and hold this one on the wing. Robinson to Abel. Abel. Hard shot saved by the Grizzlies goalie, who bear rugs out in the crease to cover that puck. 4:30 in the third. Vengeance down a goal with another offensive zone faceoff coming up. New line out there for Vengeance. Abel, Armstrong, Barbish, Howell, and Wodzinski. Faceoff goes deep. Grizzlies send it near side. Up to the blue line, held in by Howell. Tons of traffic on that shot from the wing. And it looks like Barbish may have drawn a penalty here, so. All right, 4:15 in the third. Vengeance down a goal, but they're about to go on the power play. All right, Vengeance going on the Libby Sosinski Keller Williams Realty power play. That's your third period power play sponsor. Baru, Armstrong, Abel, Tusick, and Ulowitz will come out for this draw to the Grizzlies goalie's right. Ulowitz, the lone man back near the blue line in this power play configuration. Puck is down. Grizzlies control the faceoff. They push it deep, far side, and up to the mid-wall. And then out of the zone hard. That'll be icing. So we'll go back to the zone. 4:05 in the third. 1:21 remaining on the power play. All right, Abel taking this draw to the Grizzlies goalie's left again. Puck goes deep. Grizzlies sending around near side into the corner and then hard out of the zone again. So Grizzlies very content to ice the puck every time here to eat seconds off per possession here. 3:56 to play, 1:11 on the power play. So Vengeance are going to have to win more faceoffs here if they want to try to even things up in what's going to be a tight game till the end here. 3:56 to play. Baru and Armstrong lined up on the wing. 2-6 in the slot. Abel in for the draw. Referee pushing Baru back. Being very particular about where they're lining up in the circle. Puck is down. This one will be won by Vengeance. Ulowitz at the point. Over to Tusik, right wing. Tusik, cross, tried to hit Abel on the back door. Abel leaves it in the trapezoid. It got past Baru. Grizzlies controlling the corner and then lifted off the dasher out of the zone. Ulowitz back to get it. 55 seconds on the power play. Abel near side. Grizzlies with the steal deep in the zone, but they lose an edge over there. Puck is still loose behind the net, and Ulowitz will corral it. So Ulowitz will skate it ahead and leave it for Tusik. Tusik came back out of the zone. Ulowitz will lift it back in. Didn't see that. Puck came back over the line. Offsides is the call. 34 more seconds on the power play. 3:19 to play. So we're going all the way to the Vengeance zone, which must have been a very intentional offside. So it results in a defensive zone faceoff. Mayer, Barbish, Waite, Lennon, and Wodzinski now out here. Faceoff to Leonard's left. Mayer's faceoff comes to the corner. Wodzinski hustling out to get it. Dropped it in front of Lennon. Now Wodzinski's got it in the corner. He will skate it out. Grizzlies even have a player retrieving a stick behind. Grizzlies poke one loose in the zone. Wodzinski circling back around. Wodzinski still trying to get some room here. Leaves it for Lennon. Lennon behind the net. Will come around near side for Mayer. Mayer didn't play that cleanly. Grizzlies with another takeaway, and they drop this one down towards the net. 5 more seconds before Grizzlies are back at full strength, and they have a steal here in the zone, left side. Lennon engaged over there. Mayer came through, hit the Grizzly player and Lennon. Grizzlies drop it down again, and they got a guy streaking through on the right side of the net. They will drop it back to the right wing. And D-to-D left wing, Grizzlies. Deep shot, deflected wide of the net. Will come back around. Mayer still chasing here. Corral it back to the wing. Waite pushing out. Thought he was interfered with. No call. 2:18 to play. Grizzlies in their own zone. Vengeance making personnel changes. Tusik, Baru, and Armstrong out here with Lennon and Wodzinski. Lennon back to the corner to get it. Lennon near side Wodzinski. Wodzinski, Tusik. Tusik waited and then hit Armstrong. Armstrong passed one guy, drifting in. He's bumped off the puck, still trying to push it deep, though. Oh, Armstrong drew a call here. Delayed penalty situation for Vengeance. Not much of a delay. Leonard didn't even have time to make it to the bench. Vengeance going back on the Libby Sosinski power play, and that's probably good. I never took the graphic off anyway. Oops. Look, I'll take it off and then put it back on. So Vengeance going back on the Libby Sosinski power play for real this time. Armstrong, Baru, Tusik, Abel, and Ulowitz face off to the Grizzlies. Goalies left again. Really good opportunity for Vengeance to even things up here with another power play. Vengeance call a timeout. Once again, 1:54 to play. 1:30, so full power play coming up here for Vengeance, down a goal. Every game against the Grizzlies this season have been decided by 1 goal. So appreciate all the live viewers tuning in here. Had a lot of great comments on the feed, so really appreciate it. Happy to have all the live viewers on this stream. So we're live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm flying solo this weekend. My broadcast partner Ryan is back home. Probably tuned in. So once again, Vengeance calling a timeout here. So a really good opportunity here for setting up a power play, try to even things up. mind, that's the timeout timer. Vengeance still huddled up over there. But all right, we'll start things off here with a face-off to the Grizzlies. Goalie's left. Abel will take the draw. Baru in the slot. Tusick and Armstrong will be on the wing. Ulowitz back near the blue line. And accidentally had the game clock reset to 15 minutes, so they're going to fix that.
What's going to be a good ending? Yeah. What's where are you guys from? Local? You're from Pittsburgh, obviously?
All right, 1:54 on the clock. 1:30 on the power play. Abel in to take this draw. All right, puck goes deep. Grizzlies from the corner, send it around near side. Abel across to engage. This one's out of the zone and past Ulowitz. Icing is waved off, so Ulowitz leaves the puck near corner for Abel with a lot of room now. Abel, he's checked off the puck. Grizzlies with a takeaway in the zone. They will skate it back out of the zone. So Grizzlies trying to buy some time here. Vengeance chasing into their own zone. Grizzlies far side now. And back behind the net again. Near side. They will stretch one ahead, back out of the zone. Grizzlies with another takeaway in the zone. Deep shot. Cross to the far side. So Grizzlies having some success here shorthanded. This time Ulowitz has another exit pass blocked. Tusick. Far side for Abel. Abel. He'll skate this one in past Grizzly defenseman. Baru chasing into the corner. 57 seconds to play. 32 seconds on the power play for Vengeance. Tusick behind the net. Tried to center one. Came up with the slot. Grizzlies do deflect it out of the zone. Grizzlies going to make a change here. And we got a call coming here. So Vengeance pulled the goalie already. Wait took a hard fall down there. So holding his head a little bit too. So all right, so Vengeance pulled the goalie. I didn't even notice. So we're going to have a 6-on-3. All right, Grizzlies coaches may be wondering where the upcoming face-off is going to be. 39 seconds to play, 16 seconds on a first power play. And Vengeance pulled the goalie, too. So 6-on-4 situation here. Abel wins it to Tusick. Tusick. Armstrong. Abel shot. Looking for left corner of the net. Saved. Grizzlies going to whip one out of the zone. It's going to angle out. 27 seconds to play. Ulowitz back to get it. Icing is the call, fortunately, because that would have taken up a lot of time to get that puck back to the zone. So 25 seconds to play. Once again, Vengeance have pulled the goalie. 6-on-4 for 2 more seconds. And it's going to be 6-on-3 for 2 more seconds. And it'll be 6-on-4. Abel's draw. Ties up. Drops into the slot. Back out. Ulowitz. His shot blocked out to the right corner. 19 seconds to play. Grizzlies don't get it out. Tusick. Out. Abel can't get the shot off. Abel backhands one. It goes airborne. Jump ball. Blocked down by Baru and then kicked out by the Grizzlies and just wide of the net for an icing. That was an end-over-end puck that just curled away. 4 seconds on the clock. Vengeance, again, 6-on-4. 4 seconds. If they win the face-off, they could get a shot on net. Abel positioning people here. Got to win this face-off. Abel wins it. Barba's shot saved by the Grizzlies goalie. 2 seconds left. So Barbish got the look he wanted there. Vengeance, one last-ditch effort here. Again, needing to get a win and a face-off. Or a win and a shot, and they do not. Barbish to the corner, across the crease, and Grizzlies will win this one 2-1. An extremely tight, hard-fought game. So we'll see what that means for Vengeance in the standings, as they were doing really well in the standings. So we'll see if we're playing tomorrow morning or if we still get a bye into the championship afternoon game. So keep an eye out on social media to see when Vengeance play again next. Until